Hello Cancer, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for the week of March 21st. We are going to take a peek at last week and next week just to see what's going on all the way around you at this time, as we're kind of closing out, getting ready to close out the month of March. We're entering into spring in the northern hemisphere, at least, and therefore Aries season, so a lot of action-taking energy coming our way. It does look like this past week we have spiritual guide. And it does look like you've been seeking some assistance. Now, this could be asking someone you know for help, right? Or this could be just kind of trying to connect in and seek spiritual assistance. This could even be, anything from like prayers to meditation, or reaching out to others because you've come to the realization that you need help with something. So it could be that you've been doing something kind of on your own for a period of time and you've decided you need some outside assistance, right? This week we have the color blue. It says Madonna and mothering, so a lot of self-care energy. I feel like that's really your energy, Cancer. So putting those two together, it could be that someone's coming to you for help and needing some nurturing and assistance. We will definitely find out when we pull the tarot. And then we have, for next week, we have befriend the word polarize. So this could be some sort of opposition that you're coming up against. This could be internal, external. It could be you standing in your power and really trying to drive something forward here. So let's see what we got. Be sure to hit that like button. Just saw the Ace of Wands there, so there could be some sort of new beginning showing up here for you. But hit that like button, comment down below, let me know what you think, and thank you in advance. We have the Four of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Page of Wands. The Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Temperance. Seven of Wands, wow. Got a lot of like guarded, stuck energy here. Six of Cups. And the Five of Wands. I actually feel like you might be getting a little bit impatient here in this next week. Struggling with having some patience or dealing with a conflict here. It does feel like we've got a soulmate energy showing up here this week. We're going to look into what sort of healing is happening with that. But I'm very curious. We've got the Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands here. All very guarded energy. And yet we have the spiritual guide here. So it's like perhaps this past week there's been some resistance to asking for help or opening up when needing assistance from someone else. We're going to clarify and see if that's your energy. I mean, it's your reading, Cancer, so that's very likely, right? But we're going to look at that closer. So we got you sitting right at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Empress. I do feel like you are at this time working to attract in a new beginning here. And this doesn't have to just be in love. I do feel like you're giving yourself a lot of time and attention, and maybe even doing some practices to just better take care of yourself here when it comes to just how you even treat yourself, right? With the Ace of Cups, this is self-love. But it does look to me like you've been hoping for some sort of expansion when it comes to a new beginning here. And it kind of feels like you've been getting kind of snubbed or slowed down or breadcrumbed. Now this could be by someone else, or it could just feel like when you've been working with the universe that it's just not bringing anything in, right? Let's clarify this first row and see what this need for assistance is here. And it kind of feels like you're really determined, for sure, with this Seven of Wands here. I feel like you know what you want, right? But it could be that you're just hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, and you might be needing some help at this time to get things unstuck. Let's see. Why do we have the Four of Pentacles? We have the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now I did see that at the bottom of the deck, so something's been very slow to arrive, and I do feel like it's been putting you in a place of overthinking. But look at this. We have the King of Swords here, and he is showing up in this week's energy here for the 21st. So it does feel like perhaps you've been waiting for an air sign here to come to some sort of decision. And it's been super slow. I do feel like if you are dealing with an air sign, they've just been really stuck in their head. They're really stuck in their head. Now this could be your energy as well, so take it as it resonates. It could be that you're trying to be very logical about a situation, trying to use your wisdom that you possess in order to get something new started here, some new solid beginning, and yet the mind is spinning, you're getting stuck, you're hitting these roadblocks, right? Interesting. This is going to be a weird reading, Cancer. Let's see, Seven of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. For some of you, you're very determined to get your happiness, your Ten of Pentacles, your Ten of Cups, the ultimate fulfillment here, right? However, I do feel like you're hitting resistance here. Some of you, with the Four of Pentacles here and this showing up, I do feel that some of you are probably holding on to something that you have absolute faith will turn into this energy, right? If that's the case, some of you might be finding that that resistance that you're hitting, right, is actually, and I just saw the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, like you're ready for something new here to kick off a new cycle of some kind. So to me that says that you've been through some endings, you've been through some completions here, you've learned, you know, a pile of lessons, and you're ready, you've healed, you know, you've taken the time out, but now it's like, I'm ready to step forward into the next thing, right? And it could be that your determination to hold on to this particular outcome, right? While that's you in a way, taking care of yourself here, really standing up for what you believe in. You're dealing with someone else here. There's someone else involved. Could be a Pisces, could be an air sign, or that's just simply the way that they project themselves, right? They could be very logical. But essentially it's like it's keeping you stuck. And I think it's keeping you stuck here. And you're needing to maybe seek higher guidance or what have you at this time, or simply looking into your own intuition for what to do next, because it's almost like you don't want to let this person go or this idea go. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more clarity as we move forward. I'm now curious about this King of Swords here, because I'm not fully sure what's going on here yet. We have the Madonna, right? So healing, an outpouring of nurturing energy. For some of you, I feel like this is what you want, and it could be from this person. So but there's indecision. There's indecision coming into play strongly here. And I feel like if that's the case, it's on the part of this other person. So let's see. And if that is the case, something that just came through here, like a download that I want to make sure I communicate before I lose it, is that with you waiting for this person to make a choice, if that's your story, okay? If you're waiting for this person to make a choice and they're stuck in indecision, you've essentially kind of given your power to this person. So you're stuck because this person is stuck, right? And so it feels to me like the guidance here would be to relinquish this. Not because you don't still want your Ten of Pentacles and your Ten of Cups, but if it's reliant upon this person making a decision as to what they want to do and whether or not they want to come forward with this commitment or this offer or this new start, this Ace of Pentacles, essentially, it's been slow, it's been stagnant. You're stuck because this person is stuck. They're being indecisive. Now, they very well could be a soulmate connection here, someone that you have been with in the past or you have a history with. This can also be someone you have a lot of memories with, right? You've spent some time with this person. If that's not the case, the Six of Cups for me is also past life connection, right? So even if you've only just met this person, there's some sort of past life connection. You've been soulmates before, right? Let's see. King of Swords, what's this? We have the Eight of Cups. So perhaps you're deciding to remove yourself from the situation because it's the thing that's keeping you stuck. And the Magician, yeah, okay. It's interesting because now this Magician is pointing down to the Seven of Cups, which is these choices, these options. Seven of Cups, we get Temperance. Also showing up here in the last row. It's just been like ongoing, long, slow grind in order to get this choice. Ace of Wands. So, Six of Cups, definitely strong Aquarius energy showing up here with the two Kings of Swords and the Star card. And we have the Queen of Swords. So definitely a soulmate connection here. We now have the King and Queen of the Swords showing up here. It looks to me like you definitely want to heal this connection with this person. But I also feel like you're getting to a point where you're ready to cut it out in order to get unstuck here, right? I think you've probably communicated with this person that this is how you feel. Like, I don't want to wait anymore. I want to heal this. I do feel like you're my soulmate. I do feel like we could accomplish this together. However, this ongoing indecision is, making you question if this is something you should remove yourself from, right? It could feel like this person, for some of you, it does feel like the sensation that you get based on this person's inaction or inability to make a decision is not only that you've been stuck, you might also feel like abandoned by this person because they are in a place of indecision, which essentially means they are not putting you first, right? It feels wishy-washy to me. It could be, I want to get one more here with this Temperance and the Ace of Wands. Five of Swords. So this person's conflicted about this choice, about whether or not to have this new beginning here. And I do feel like they're questioning whether or not it can be healed. I also feel like this person gets comfortable in their mental body. So they do a lot of thinking. A lot. And I do feel like this is an intelligent person. However, I feel like that's part of what keeps them in this on the fence kind of energy here. I am kind of curious about, I feel like this blue energy that's shown up here, this Madonna and mothering energy, I do feel like it's the question of whether or not this can be healed. I do feel like you've already decided that that's what you want to do, or that's where you're prepared to put your efforts. The reason things are stuck is because this person hasn't chosen to say, yes, let's try to heal this. They're still wondering if that's even possible. And I do feel like the reason behind, I do feel like they're a bit guarded here as well. Like they're not jumping at the opportunity to heal this because it's kind of like they've got their swords up, right? It's a self-protective measure here. I want to see this Eight of Cups here. We got the Three of Pentacles. So it could very well be that this person will eventually decide to walk away from this because they aren't willing to collaborate at this time. And I think it's because they want a relationship that is going to be successful. It's almost like they want guaranteed success. And hopefully at some point this person figures out that there's no guarantees. And they're never going to get a guarantee, right? And I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's all over the place because I can look at this in the other way too. So it's almost like I can step into this person's energy and feel that they absolutely want this to be successful, right? But they're like, they want to make it happen. They don't want you to walk away, right? it's almost kind of like they're seeing all sides of it, and then they're getting stuck on which one to take. They're not willing to make a move yet. Oh goodness. Okay. So then we have befriend the word polarize. So we're definitely sitting in opposition here, right? You have a very distinct, you've already decided, I do feel, what you want, right? But it does look like you're prepared to perhaps take your intentions elsewhere because this person's not moving along. We have the Page of Wands, Temperance, and the Five of Wands. So it could, I want to see what this Page of Wands is bringing in here. This could be new energy showing up. Or it could be some small flirtation from this person. We're going to find out. We do have strong temperance on the board as well, in case I hadn't mentioned that. There's definitely some sort of conflict showing up here. And I have a feeling it's having to do with waiting to see what this person wants to do, right? Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. And the Two of Wands. With the Temperance card, so yes, waiting, remaining overly patient for this situation is the thing keeping you stuck, bound. And it's like, I almost feel like this person's projecting their fears outward. So they don't want to let you go. They don't want to commit to healing this. But it's like, it's all fear-based, right? They don't want to commit because they're afraid it won't succeed. You know, what if I can't heal this? But they also, you know, clearly have this connection with you, and they're afraid to walk away. So that is what's keeping things bound here, this fear of commitment. Ta-da! Right there. Let's see, Five of Wands. We have the Empress. And the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like what this is doing is putting you in a position of having to decide what you want to do. I mean, I already know that you want to heal this with this person, but I have a fly in the house. They're keeping you stuck because of their own inability to make a choice here, right? We've already talked about that, but it looks to me like that's your conflict here. Do I keep waiting? Because then I'm stuck. Maybe it's not worth the wait because it doesn't feel like it's moving. We're at an absolute standstill here, right? With the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Wands here, it feels like you're going to step into this very confident energy of making the choice yourself. And it could be to set yourself free from this person's energy. Oh, bummer. We have some High Priestess energy here with this Queen of Wands. So I do feel like for some of you, part of the reasons this person is being indecisive, there could be a hidden third party here. Hopefully that's not the case for those watching, but it could be that they're entertaining the idea of keeping the door open with a third party. And so they're being indecisive because they don't want to let go of either one of you, right? For others, I do feel like your intuition is simply telling you to confidently make the choice to release this, to stop waiting for this person. Because you can absolutely, especially with this level of determination that you have, you can absolutely go have this. It just may not be with this person, right? Goodness, wasn't expecting that. Not that I go into your readings with expectations, Cancer, but I do feel like there's probably some other energies involved here. We have so many, we have you, right? Queen of Cups. Waiting for this new start, deciding to perhaps remove yourself. We do have the Empress, but I feel like that's your energy as well. But then we have this Queen of Wands sitting behind the moon. And she's shown up here along with the High Priestess. So it does feel like part of this person's problem is there's a potential other person out there that is in the way here. I'm still not feeling completely satisfied with this reading, not because of the outcome, but because this I can't get a good, I don't feel like I can get a good solid feel on this person's energy, but again, every time I feel like I try and tap into it, I get pulled into their scattered thinking about all of this. So I feel like that's what it is. They're just so completely unsure of themselves is really what I'm getting. And perhaps that's why it feels incomplete, because they haven't made a move, right? And I don't know if they're going to for the near, future, right? It looks like you're having to step into that action-taking mode. So I hope that was helpful, Cancer. Definitely remain in your power here, because I do feel like you're very determined, and I think you can go out there and find what you're looking for elsewhere. So I will see you next time. Bye.